Hello and welcome, dear viewers, to another episode of Celebrity Scoop. Today, we delve into a tale of shifting perspectives, the centre of which is one Piers Morgan and his ever-changing views on Prince Harry. From once praising the prince as a prospective king to leading a relentless charge against him, Morgan's narrative has certainly taken a turn. So buckle up as we navigate these twists and turns and try to understand what's really going on. We hope you're ready for a riveting journey into the world of media narratives. Let's rewind to 2016 when Piers Morgan was singing praises for Prince Harry. It was a time when Piers saw Harry not just as a prince, but a potential king. He was not shy to express his admiration for the young royal, even going as far as penning an article titled, "What a Good King Henry Harry Would Make. Sorry, William." In this piece, Piers painted a picture of Harry as a man of the people, an individual who was relatable and down to earth, despite his royal lineage. He spoke of Harry's charisma, his ability to connect with people from all walks of life, and his commitment to philanthropic endeavours. Piers admired Harry's military service, calling it a testament to his courage and dedication to his country. Fast forward to the present day, and Piers Morgan's views have drastically changed. The once lauded prince, the ideal king, in Piers' own words, is now subject to relentless criticism from the same quarter. The man who once held Prince Harry in such high regard, who believed he would make a good king, is now leading the charge against him and his wife, Meghan. Piers' perspective has shifted so dramatically that it seems he's completely sided with the royal family, with Harry and Meghan now cast in the role of villains. This is a stark contrast to the Piers Morgan of yesteryears, who was all praise for the young prince. What could have caused such a drastic change in opinion? One might argue that Piers, like many others, was taken aback by Harry and Meghan's decision to step away from their royal duties. But does this decision warrant the level of criticism that has been directed their way? The shift in Piers' perspective raises some significant questions. Is it merely a matter of personal disappointment, or is there more at play here? After all, it's not just Piers' views that have changed. The media landscape as a whole has seen a significant shift in its portrayal of Harry and Meghan. Could it be that the media, in siding with the royal family, is seeking to control the narrative? Or perhaps the shift in perspective is a reflection of society's discomfort with those who dare to break away from tradition and carve their own path? Whatever the reason behind this dramatic shift, one thing is clear. Piers Morgan's views on Prince Harry have undergone a complete transformation. From a potential good king to a villain, Harry's portrayal in the eyes of Piers is a fascinating study of how public opinion can be swayed and manipulated. So what exactly changed? Was it Harry and Meghan's decision to step away from royal duties? Or does the answer lie deeper, embedded in the complex dynamics of power, influence and media control? It's time to delve deeper into the relationship between the royal family and the media. Consider this. The royal family, with their centuries-long reign, has always been a subject of public scrutiny. The media, on the other hand, has the power to shape public opinion. It's a symbiotic relationship, with each relying on the other. The royal family needs the media to maintain their image and relevance, and the media needs the royal family for their compelling narratives. Now let's consider Piers Morgan. Once a staunch supporter of Prince Harry, his sudden shift in perspective has raised many eyebrows. It begs the question, could his views have been influenced by the royal family's PR machine? In recent years, we've seen a shift in the media's portrayal of Harry and Meghan. They were once celebrated as modernising forces within the royal family. Yet, when they decided to step away from royal duties, the narrative changed. The coverage turned from positive to negative almost overnight. This shift isn't exclusive to Harry and Meghan. Historically, the media has portrayed members of the royal family in varying lights, depending on the situation. When the royals conform to expectations, they're celebrated. When they challenge the status quo, they're criticised. This pattern suggests that the media's portrayal could be influenced by those who hold power. The media, with its broad reach and influence, has a responsibility to provide unbiased coverage. Yet when it comes to the royal family, this responsibility seems to take a back seat. The narratives we see are often crafted to maintain the royal family's image and power, even if it means vilifying those who dare to step away. So could it be that the media's portrayal of Prince Harry changed depending on who benefited from the narrative? It's a thought-provoking question, one that encourages us to question what we read, what we see, and most importantly, what we believe. Could it be that the media's portrayal of Prince Harry changed depending on who benefited from the narrative? As consumers of media, it's critical to question what we see and hear. It's too easy to take every headline at face value, to be swept up in the wave of public opinion without pausing to consider the forces at play behind the scenes. The case of Prince Harry is a prime example of the media narrative's shifting sands. Once lauded as the potential ideal king, he became the target of intense criticism almost overnight. This sudden reversal begs the question, how much of what we read is a reflection of reality, and how much is a carefully constructed narrative designed to serve the interests of those with money, power, and influence? The media is a powerful tool, and in the hands of the skilled, it can be wielded to shape public opinion, to build up or tear down individuals at will. This isn't to say that every article, every broadcast, every tweet is part of some grand conspiracy, but it's important to remember that every story is told from a particular perspective, and often that perspective is influenced by factors that go beyond the simple pursuit of truth. When it comes to figures like Prince Harry, who live their lives in the public eye, it's all the more important for us to question the narratives we're presented with. These individuals are not simply characters in a drama, but real people with real lives that are often far more complex than the headlines would have us believe. We must always be vigilant, always be questioning, because when money, power, and influence are involved, the truth can be a difficult thing to uncover. When we read a scathing critique or glowing praise, we must ask, who benefits from this narrative, who loses, and most importantly, what is the full story? As we've seen with Prince Harry, the truth can often get buried beneath carefully crafted headlines. So let's remember to dig a little deeper, to question a little more, because in the end, the pursuit of truth is a responsibility we all share. It's been a fascinating journey into the shifting views of Piers Morgan on Prince Harry. We've travelled from a time when Harry was hailed as a potential ideal king to the present day where he's been painted as a villain for choosing a different path. This transformation, this change in narrative, is as intriguing as it is troubling. We've seen how views held by influential figures like Morgan can drastically change, and how the media's portrayal swings between extremes. It's a stark reminder of the power of narratives and the role they play in shaping our perceptions. We've also seen how the media's coverage can shift from glowing to vicious when someone dares to break away from the norm. This journey has underscored the importance of critical thinking when consuming media. It's essential to question, to probe, and to dig beneath the surface of what's presented to us. It's crucial to remember that when money, power, and influence are in play, narratives can be crafted, moulded, and shaped to suit specific agendas. So, as we part, let's carry with us the awareness of the power of narratives, the importance of questioning, and the need for critical thinking. Let's strive to see beyond the headlines, beyond the crafted narratives, and seek the truth that lies beneath. Thank you for joining us on this episode of Celebrity Scoop. Stay sharp, question everything, and we'll see you next time.